Hello lads, and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about something that might not necessarily be useful, but it should be a little bit interesting. I saw a video from Autovlog and from a couple of other people, and it was about what happens if you put your automatic transmission in reverse whilst you're driving it. And it was kind of cool. It was because it was a Ford Fusion, I think, and the reverse camera came on. But the automatic transmissions have a lockout, because obviously if you could get your automatic transmission in reverse whilst you're driving it, it could be quite interesting. So are there similar systems for manual cars? Yes, is the answer to that. There are lockouts, there are ways to stop you being an idiot and putting your car in reverse whilst you're driving. But what would happen if it did happen, and does it make a difference for front-wheel drive cars, for rear-wheel drive cars? So today we're in my Seat Ibiza. It's just a front-wheel drive standard hatchback with a 5-speed manual transmission. On this gearbox, reverse is sort of to the left of where first is, so you have to push it down and then over and up, and then that's reverse. See, first is like that, and then reverse is like that. So it's in a similar position, but there's no way you're really going to mistake reverse gear. A lot of cars that I've seen have reverse where 6th would be if it was a 5-speed box, or say maybe where 7th would be if it's a 6-speed, or where this is. And if it's where 6th would be, sometimes it's really tricky going from a 6-speed box to a 5-speed with a reverse, like over and down, because you end up going down the motorway and making lots of crunchy noises because you forget there's no 6th gear. So, a quick example, can you actually, when you're driving, go from say I'm going about 20 miles an hour, can you actually get the thing in reverse? Well, hold your ears, guys. No, you can't. You can't actually physically get the thing in, and if you did, you'd probably scatter the inside of your transmission all over the inside of the gearbox case. So the answer is, can you get your manual transmission in reverse whilst you're driving? No, not unless you really try for it. And even then, if you haven't made your gearbox explode by then, you will still have the clutch in. And if you do then release the clutch, well, it will be a different matter. And what would actually happen? Well, I'm going to give you some examples of what could potentially happen. Reverse is actually quite fast. Shall I give you an example? If I put my foot down in reverse. What would happen? Well, in a front-wheel drive car, if you actually managed to get your car in reverse whilst you were driving, and then release the clutch, which would be an amazing thing to do anyway, something like this would happen. The only thing that would happen is your front wheels would lock, so you would get the equivalent of that, except with no ABS, and your front brakes would just fully lock up. What this would mean, and if any of you have ever experienced front wheels locking up when you're braking because you've driven a car with no ABS, it would just mean you can't really turn. So the nice thing is with ABS is it lets you turn a little bit under full braking. You would just lock the front wheels up, there would be a load of tyre smoke, squealing, and you wouldn't be able to turn. That's with a front wheel drive car. With a rear wheel drive car, it would be slightly different and possibly slightly more entertaining as well. So getting a rear wheel drive car in reverse would look a bit more like this, and it would be the equivalent of just yanking the handbrake. So you'd be driving forwards, you put it in reverse, release the clutch, and you'd get a bit of that. You get a bit of the rear wheels locking up and the car wanting to rotate round on you. So is that too much of a bad thing? If you're driving on the motorway at 70 miles an hour, absolutely, yeah, that will be entertaining. So in this little example from Assetto Corsa, if you put your front wheel drive Alfa Romeo in reverse at around 70 miles an hour, this sort of thing's gonna happen. Whereas if you put your rear-wheel drive RX-7 in reverse, for example, at the same speed, this sort of thing's going to happen instead. So would I recommend you do any of that? Absolutely not. Will my car probably blow up now? Yes, absolutely. But for the interest of YouTube and stupidity, we have done it nonetheless. So don't try this at home, guys. Thank you for joining. Make sure to like and subscribe and type in RIP Seat Ibiza in the comment section as well. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to drive safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll chat to you soon. Peace.